Hey everybody, Bradley's Fan 9, Pogo Shiny Hunter here. Been a while since I put out my part 2 of the ban wave from January for Pokemon Go, and all the spoofers out there that are wondering whether it's safe to play, whether the dust is settled. So in this video I'm going to clear up pretty much everything I've learned in the last few weeks here, all the speculations. Should mention we got Mr. Peach here, chilling. What's up, buddy? He's pretty happy to hear. Long story short, it is safe out there. I think I found out what was the cause of it and what is safe to use and what isn't safe to use. So let's get into that right now. So first off, the first two videos are basically talking about the red warning that everybody got, where if it's your first strike, it'll give you 7-day shadow ban. And now I had tons of comments on there, as well as my Instagram, Bradley's Fan 9. And lots of it was basically people getting red warnings and they weren't too sure why. And basically it seemed to be from, most of all, was from the direct link from iSpoofer website, how they use certificates to allow yourself to be a developer to be able to use this app that they've created. And they basically, that's why you need to retrust it, and it's random Chinese made up certificates or whatever, and it was one of those that seemed to cause people to get the red strikes, red warnings, and get their accounts flagged. So basically, if you use the vertical pharmaceuticals certificate from the iSpoofer website, when you had to trust that, that's pretty much what flagged people. iSpoofer sent out a email saying that they did screw up kind of on their latest release and to download the newest one as soon as possible, but unfortunately it flagged a lot of accounts. Now you may have got lucky and didn't get flagged, but most of all, that's basically where it came from. There were some people saying other people got banned and it could have been the ban wave, but I think that was just weird coincidences at the same time, because basically it seemed to be just the certificate. Now if you want proof, I've been using a bunch of different accounts. To start off, my main account got the red warning for 7 days, and then it got lifted, and I woke up the next morning, I got hit with the same thing. A strike 1, 7-day ban. So that basically I got 2 weeks in a row with red warnings, so that's where I've been the last 2 weeks, testing other things out in other accounts. Now my second account that I said in my other videos, it got a red warning the first time as well, but it did not get hit with a second red warning. So I'm not too sure what would have caused that to happen again. That was kind of weird, but I believe it was just a follow-up of the account being flagged, and just, I don't know why I gave it another one, but I know other people on comments got that too, so don't be worried, I experienced that. And now my 2 red warnings are finally over. Both of them said strike 1. And now I can able to play. The last couple days I've been able to actually see the Magmars and the Gyarados, which I haven't been able to see since the event started, which has been unfortunate. But I've used it for a day and a half now. So now as far as the speculations as what could have caused it, the buddy system was a big one. I myself kind of felt that way. There's a chance that using the vertical pharmaceutical certificate and using your buddy system was a combination to help get it tagged, but basically I used other accounts, used the buddy system, done everything else you could think of, and that account has not gotten a red warning. It's this one right here. I've done a whole bunch of stuff in this account. Level 33, never got a red warning once, and I've just done a whole bunch of different things. As well, if you watch my other videos, I had new accounts. I tried tons of things to try and get the accounts banned, and nothing would help get them banned. So that makes you think even more that it was that certificate that caused all the damage. So now that that's over with, you should, most people, I'm using in other devices, the direct download from iSpoofer website. You can see that at my website, bradleysfan9.com. You can see how to download and the link there, or you could just go to the iSpoofer website and try to figure it out yourself. Either way, that's working for people right now, and it seems to be, I haven't gotten any comments on Instagram or YouTube about people recently getting banned and new red warnings. So honestly, I'd say it's back safe to be able to go out there and spoof again. If you're worried about getting your account banned, I understand. But also understand that it really seems to be just that certificate that caused a red warning, and the fact that I got 2 first strikes both called first strikes. It seems almost like it's not even a legit red warning. It was more of a test flag to see, like one person said in that first video, that maybe it's a reason for Niantic to see how much money they'd lose from spoofers. Who knows? But honestly, it just seemed like I said in the other video, a slap on the wrist, and we should be able to go back out there and do what we regularly do. So people were saying tons of different things that could have caused it, but understand it was the certificate. And if you're wondering how to avoid that from happening again, I'll also mention that here to you. So basically what I used to do was the Cydia Impactor method. If you see my video on that, that was the most reliable way to do it. You create your own developer account using an email, an Apple ID account, and then using that email you could hook up 4 devices to your developer account, and it would give you your own certificate that you trust, which is trusting your email instead of a random Chinese website. And then that would last for a week, then you'd have to re-impact with the same email and just keep doing that. But sometime in December, Cydia Impactor got hit with an error saying error code Xcode 7.3, some bullshit like that. And that stopped us from being able to sign our own developer accounts basically to the game itself, iSpoofer. So that's why we had to go to direct download. And that's where the problem came from. So if we were still using Cydia Impactor, we wouldn't have got hit with that ban, is another way to say this. But if you want a way around it, unfortunately it's not free. But IPA Store seems to be the best way to go. It's basically a service, an app almost. It's like $45 US for the year. And if you want to keep using it, it's just $20 a year to renew. So it seems pretty reasonable if it's as reliable as I feel it will be. I've been using it the past week, using Buddy System and all that type of thing, and nothing has gotten any account banned. So I know some people may have asked whether IPA Store was safe or not, and I may have told people that I didn't think it was safe. But don't get it confused. There's App Valley and IPA Store. I kind of put them in the same boat at first, but they're not. IPA Store, you pay for it, and you basically give them your UDID of your specific device. You can only do one device per purchase, so basically pick your best device that you want to use if you use multiple devices. And then you give it, email it, pay for it on the IPA Store website. I'll give you a link right there. And then basically, after a while, it registers and it basically creates your own certificate, basically. And once you get the activation, you activate it. And then it gives you the code to give you a download of the IPA Store. So I'll show you quickly here. See that right there? It'll look like that once you finish downloading. And basically from there, it looks like that. Then you just hit that iSpoofer and you download it from there. So instead of the direct download link from the iSpoofer website, you would do that. And it basically downloads the app using a certificate to you specifically. That's why you pay them. They sign the app for you, basically create yourself a developer account and creates it as if you're creating the app. So therefore, the certificate can't get flagged as the mass certificates would get flagged for the direct download. And also the other thing that you can avoid by doing this, where when you're playing and then the direct download link goes down, you see that red bar and the direct download just doesn't work anymore and you gotta wait. And there's a lull period. You'll never get hit with that if you use IPA Store. That's another big plus. So basically what means, like, you go to play the Pokémon and then it doesn't open and gives you some error code. I don't remember off the tip of my head what it says. But basically you can't trust the app anymore. And then it needs to create a new fake certificate to be able to put out on the direct download. Again, that's what got people flagged. So honestly, you should be safe to use everything in the Pokemon app. If you want to test things out, use an alt account, like a new account, different account. Test things out to see if it's safe there if you're unsure. Now as far as the new battle system, I would still avoid using that in your main. I don't know any details with that has come out yet, whether it's safe to use or not. So again, if you're going to test stuff like that, use your alt account. So, to put this all in perspective, basically what caused the original ban wave, I'm very confident on this, was the certificate Vertical Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. If you used that at any point, just signed in the background, had it downloaded, it could have flagged your account. Some people didn't get flagged, you're lucky, but basically that's where it came from. So it should be able to safe to spoof in your main now. And if you want to be extra safe, use IPA Store to have your own certificate, so you don't have to worry about direct download. If it ever goes down, you won't go down, it's okay. The only time you'll have to redo it is when the game itself gets an update. So Buddy System should be safe. Battling Team Rocket, using everything else basically should be safe. You don't have to worry about auto walking, worrying about the cooldown, and things like that. If you want more information, go watch my other videos on spoofing. I'll be bringing out a whole bunch more tips and tricks for you now that I know it's all safe and we're back at it again. So I hope you enjoyed my video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my other videos. Be safe, other spoofers. Have fun.